Rice and peas, a staple in Jamaican food from Sunday dinners to cook shops all over the island. But a quick search online, you'll most likely find recipes with kidney beans. So why do we call it rice and peas and not rice and beans? What's the real story here? The truth is, kidney beans are actually a relatively new addition to rice and peas. For generations, Jamaicans used real peas like cow peas, red peas, and rice peas, all more common than kidney beans, which have never been produced in large quantities on the island. But even before those, the original peas in this iconic dish were Gungo Peas, also known as pigeon peas. I'm Nick, and today we're cooking up a pot of Gungo Rice and Peas while digging into a bit of its history. For this recipe, I'm using dried gungo peas. While green gungo peas are also popular, they are mostly available around Christmas time. Gungo peas are harvested in the latter part of the year, which coincides with the Christmas season. Dried and green gungo peas have slightly different flavors and textures. You might also find either type canned. Soaking any peas for a few hours changes their texture and makes them much easier to cook. Gungo peas are no different. Here's a cup of dried gungo peas that's been soaking for about 3 hours. After soaking, they look a lot like their green counterparts. To cook these, 2 to 3 cups of water will be sufficient. I'll be adding coconut milk later, so I'm being conservative with the water. We can always add more. Gungo peas, originally from Africa, hitched a ride to Jamaica by the transatlantic slave trade. Perfectly suited to the island's tropical heat, these peas quickly became a staple. When Indian indentured laborers arrived, they brought their own knowledge and love for gungo peas, adding to their popularity. Already familiar with the legume, these laborers helped cement gungo peas in Jamaican cuisine, blending their traditions with local flavors. As soon as the peas are tender, they are good to go. The water has reduced a lot, which is perfect. Now it's time to add 2 cups of fresh coconut milk. For fresh coconut milk, you need a dry coconut. Sure, it takes a bit more effort than grabbing a can, but the fuller flavor makes it totally worth it. Fresh coconut milk doesn't come with the thickeners, preservatives, or bulking agents found in canned versions. It gives you a richer, nuttier flavor that you just can't beat. If fresh isn't an option, frozen coconut cream is probably the next best thing. Making fresh coconut milk is simple. Remove the coconut from its shell, chop it up, give it a wash, then blend it with water until smooth. Strain it and that's it. No, I'm not knocking canned or packaged coconut milk. It can still make great rice and peas, especially if you choose a good brand. And it's super convenient. Letting fresh coconut milk cook for a few minutes really brings out the sweet nutty flavor. Next, we're adding green seasoning, a flavor packed condiment that's both delicious and versatile. Usually you'll add herbs and spices like pimento, scallion, ginger and garlic directly to the peas, but green seasoning has all those great flavors and more. I'll leave a link in the description for a detailed video on how to make this. 1 big teaspoon should do the trick. Rice and peas isn't just a Sunday staple, it's a must-have for special occasions and holidays too. Gungo rice and peas, especially with the green peas, are popular around Christmas and New Year's. Time to get into the rice part of the rice and peas. There are plenty of rice varieties that work great for this dish. I've got a detailed video link below that breaks down not just the different types of peas but also the types of rice and how they affect the final product. Today I'm keeping it simple with plain long grain rice. I'm using 2 cups of rice. A good ratio for rice and peas is 2 cups of rice to 1 cup of peas. Washing the rice is crucial. You want to remove as much of the free starch as possible so you end up with a final product where every grain stands out, even when it's perfectly cooked. Once the rice is rinsed and drained properly, add it to the pot with the peas. Even though I added green seasoning, For some fresher flavors, I'm adding fresh thyme, dry thyme is a scam, a green scotchy, and 2 tablespoons of butter for a rich, creamy finish. This is also the perfect time to season with salt. Make it slightly saltier than you want the finished dish to be. It will balance out as the rice cooks. Give it a taste and adjust if needed. I can see the liquid level isn't quite there, so I'm adding a bit more coconut milk. You want every grain submerged with just a little extra liquid on top. Cover the pot and let the rice cook on low for about 15 minutes for those fluffy, perfectly cooked grains. After about 15 minutes, the Gungo rice and peas is finally done. Now it's time to fluff the rice and fish out the Scotch bonnet pepper and thyme. We won't be eating those. Fluffing releases the trapped steam and keeps those grains nice and separate. And that is it. Gungo rice and peas, the OG rice and peas. Rich, earthy and packed with flavor, this dish is perfect alongside something saucy like a good brown stew chicken. Leave your rice and peas tips down in the comments. I love to hear how you make yours. A big shout out to my patrons who get early access to videos like this before anyone else on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Share this video with someone who will enjoy it, and I'll catch you in the next one.